The Dream Walker, and the Girl of the Shadows. A modern fairy tale of dreams, healing, and love won. Two lives moving toward each other. Leah Marcelin, 23 and soft as dusk, lived between worlds. One made of books she underlined until her heart stung, and another made of dreams where skies changed as easily as her thoughts. She looked delicate, almost weightless, but inside her storms quietly formed. Her parents were distant, her friends loving but unaware, and her sadness clung to her like unseen luggage. She dreamed of writing a novel, yet barely finished a page. At night, her dreams became her escape, vivid, colorful, frightening, alive, more real than daylight, more honest than her smiles. And then, one night, he appeared. Not a face, a presence, a shadow shaped from moonlight, warm hands, velvet voice, breath against her hair. He spoke words she always forgot by morning, yet she felt she knew him. His kindness, his sorrow, his gravity. From that night on, she chased him through sky gardens, ocean cities, temples made of clouds, forests glowing blue. Sometimes he was a voice, sometimes a golden-eyed cat watching her silently, sometimes a warmth behind her when she cried, always him. Meanwhile, in another city, another life moved slowly toward hers. 2. The Boy Who Walked into Dreams. Elias Verdun, 24, tall and quiet with a thoughtful beauty, had spent years mastering lucid dreaming and astral projection. What began as a hobby became obsession, then truth, the place he felt most alive. During one of his dream journeys, he saw her, a girl walking alone on a floating silver bridge above blue mist, her hair lifted by warm wind, her sadness delicate but heavy enough to bend light. She never noticed him, but he felt a pull, not love, not desire, just recognition. A string inside him had been quietly plucked. From that night on, he searched for her every time he closed his eyes. Slowly, their connection strengthened. He found her wandering dream cities. Sometimes he followed silently. Sometimes he became a cat she trusted. Sometimes he whispered comfort when she cried. And slowly, he fell in love. She didn't see him clearly. He was always a shadow, a warmth, a voice. But she felt him, needed him, called for him without understanding why their dream lives intertwined, long before their real lives ever knew each other existed. 3. The Labyrinth and the Balcony. One stormy night, Leia's dream opened into a labyrinth of floating mirrors. Each reflection showed a version of herself, laughing, crying, lost, hopeful. She whispered into the vast emptiness, "Where are you? I need you tonight." A warm breeze answered his presence formed beside her, still faceless, but steady. They walked through a garden made of green clouds, hand in hand. Around the same time, in Elias's world of dreams, something shifted. He wandered through a city made entirely of dusk. Violet rooftops glowing, lamps flickering gold. Drawn by her presence, he followed it like a traveler following home's scent. He found her on a balcony overlooking the dream city, her hair tangled in the wind, her eyes full of thoughts she didn't yet understand. She felt him arrive before he moved, her breath caught, soft, relieved, like sunlight after weeks of rain. They walked the dream city together, shimmering markets, marble bridges above star-lit water, quiet alleys lit by lanterns swinging like warm hearts, their hands brushed, electric, hesitant. By a fountain of blue light, he lifted her chin gently and kissed her forehead. Their ritual, their good night, the dream stayed with her for days. 4. The last dream before reality. Night after night, their bond deepened. He kissed her forehead, whispered goodnight, stayed longer and longer, until one night, the dream changed. A room glowing with candlelight, silk curtains swaying, pillows scattered on the floor. He appeared as if pulled by her longing. She didn't speak. She stepped into him, into his chest, breathing his warmth like survival. He held her tighter than ever, hands tracing her back, her waist, careful but full of restrained desire. She lifted her face, This time he didn't kiss her forehead first. Their breaths tangled, their noses brushed, her fingers curled in his shirt. His thumb traced her lips slow enough to make her shiver. Then he kissed her forehead, longer, deeper, trembling. "The next time we meet," he whispered, "it won't be here. I'll find you in the real world." Her voice broke softly. "Promise?" He kissed her hair. "I swear it." And then everything went silent. The connection faded. Her sadness deepened. His exhaustion nearly broke him. He stopped projecting, stopped searching, and focused on rebuilding his life. But he never forgot. 5. 2 years and a city of lantern windows. Elias finished his studies, took a tedious office job, saved everything, and after 2 long years, he moved to the city she described once in a dream. The place where the library's windows glow like lanterns. He found her. He watched from a respectful distance, leaving class, walking with friends, hiding behind her scarf on anxious days. Every glimpse hurt and healed him, but he didn't approach, not until he was ready. Leah, meanwhile, was slowly rebuilding. She worked at the library now, healing quietly, half forgetting the shadow boy who once held her through entire dream worlds. Reality had replaced the fairy tale, until the day it didn't. 6. The promise kept. One afternoon, leaving the library, Leah noticed a man waiting near the gates. Tall, quiet, holding a bouquet of white flowers, a stranger. Yet something inside her trembled violently with recognition. He stepped forward, heart pounding harder than in any dream. "Leah," he whispered, the same voice that had lived in her night worlds before she could react. He leaned in and kissed her forehead, the exact kiss from every dream he ever visited her in. Her breath shattered. Memories flooded, the cat, the gardens, the shadow, the whispers, the promise. Tears broke out of her. She fell into his arms as if afraid he'd vanish with the morning light. He held her like someone who had finally reached home. Against his shoulder she whispered, "What's your name in this world?" He smiled, eyes shining with years of longing. "Elias, and I've been looking for you for a very, very long time." 7. The life that followed their story didn't end with reunion. Real life tested them. Arguments, fears, late-night talks, healing, laughter that dimmed old wounds, kisses that made the future feel possible. Leah found her inspiration again, slowly writing the novel she once feared she'd never finish. Her sadness didn't vanish, but Elias stayed, loving her as she was in all her worlds. Elias learned to live fully awake. He no longer escaped into dreamlands. He didn't need them. His miracle walked beside him. They traveled, studied, worked, grew, and every night, falling asleep side by side, they met again. Not in distant dream realms, not as shadow and seeker, but as two souls finally sharing the same world. A real one, a gentle one, a world where love did not fade with morning light. A love that stayed, a love that became real.